I would say that the easiest way to get to anybody is through pictures. If the pictures are truthful, if the pictures are accurate, if that baby really is 5 weeks old and that's, what it looks like in the womb, then I don't think there's anything wrong with showing it. We show pictures of the war on TV. We show pictures of, atrocities in the past. This is an atrocity now, and I don't think there's anything wrong with showing pictures of it.
What the pictures do is help people see two facts. Number one, hey, this really is a baby, even in the first trimester of pregnancy. This baby has arms and legs and fingers, and it's visibly a human being. And the second thing is that abortion, properly understood, is an act of violence.
I've certainly spent a good deal of time with you, and I know you do some unique work and really involved in causing people to view the life movement in a totally different way. You're winning converts all across university campuses and across the Southeast.
I have a wonderful experience with Center for Bioethical Reform. Mine's a little different because I was a sophomore at the University of Tennessee. I'd come over from Arkansas and really was pretty strong and opinionated on how I felt just about with everything. And I remember the word was all over campus that this group was there and had signs and pictures, horrible pictures, and of course curiosity strikes you, and so you just have to go check it out. You just can't stay away. And so I remember walking down by Humanities and was blown away because it caused such a just a place in my heart to be stirred that had never been stirred before. I'd always said, oh, women have a right to choose and they should be allowed to do whatever they want to. But when I saw those pictures, and yes, they are graphic and they are certainly not censored by any means, but what it caused in my heart was this really does happen. It caused I guess, for me to be faced with reality, that it wasn't just something that could be talked about or could be argued about or you could have a strong opinion about, but when you actually came face to face with the reality of these are lives.
But I recognize that I would never have had the commitment to go through what I went through if it hadn't been for those images in my head.
We don't want to make people angry. We don't want people to think ill of us. But in the final analysis, we agree with Dr. King in that we don't really care so much what people think of us. We care what they think about abortion.
He showed, I think it was Eclipse of Reason, and I was furious. I said, it just ambushed me. I don't want those images in my head. I'm already opposed to abortion. I don't need to see that. That's horrible. And I went home more upset about that than I was about abortion. But only these many years later did God show me, as I was praying about Greg Cunningham's proposals, that was a turning point for me.
These are the feet of a 10-week fetus. I mean, when my son Chad was 10 weeks in the womb, that's what his feet looked like. That's what the feet of any 10-week baby or any baby at that age, that's what his feet look like. And, those feet deserve the opportunity to run around the house, to run around on the playground or the soccer field. That the baby that owns those feet should be allowed to live. When God created Adam and Eve, he said, it's good. Pronounced it good. And I believe when God creates each human being in the womb, he says it's good. And we need to join with him and say ourselves, for every child in the womb, that this is good. God's creation is good. And every child deserves the opportunity to live his life as God created him to live.